For decades, marketers have relied on Dun Bradstreet to better know who they are doing business with, who they should do business with, and how to reach the right decision makers. But with all of our lives really going 100% digital over the last 18 months, reaching those decision makers has become much more complex. And we are investing today to really help reduce that complexity for marketers. Just as marketers have relied on Dun Bradstreet to have clarity in who they're targeting in the offline world through email and through phone, we're giving that clarity to marketers to have that same level of targeting in the online world as well. Together, across Dun Bradstreet, Eyeota, and NetWise, we're going to give marketers really the clarity and the confidence in online targeting, the same level of confidence that they have with Dun Bradstreet today in offline targeting.
So we're at a point now where brands have been using data, external data, for quite a while for targeting purposes. But brands are becoming more mature in their first-party data strategies. And so the challenges with all of the data application points becomes more challenging because in all of these use cases, they have to know and understand privacy. How can they ensure that the data is being collected and processed in a way that's privacy compliant and consumer friendly in any market where they operate? Number two, how do they amplify the first-party data that they've collected and find out more about those consumers? So being able to overlay and enrich that data to find more attributes of their customers. Another very important point is the ability to activate this data and have it accessible regardless of channel or device that a customer is on.
From my perspective, the challenges within the marketing organization today are executing multi-channel campaigns across all the different channels that have come out in recent day. Early on, marketers only had a channel or two to work with, whether that was email or phone or print. Today, with the advent of programmatic display, social media display, CTV, in fact, what's paramount is that those marketers can build a multi-channel audience that is capable of being activated at scale across all of these channels is super critical for the success of the marketing organization to drive leads, which ultimately drives revenue within an organization.
We like to call the biggest challenges facing B2B marketers today the 3 Ps. So privacy, personalization, and proliferation. There has been a lot of discussion around privacy over the last several years, and the increase of digital activation has really increased the desire to solve for privacy and manage privacy. The flip side of privacy, though, is personalization. And so buyers do want a very efficient and effective buying journey that's personalized to them, which really means then that the marketer is left with this proliferation of siloed tools and siloed data that they're wrangling to really try to create this very personalized and privacy compliant experience across an ever expanding number of digital channels that their buyers are engaging on. The B2B buyer is acting much more like a consumer. The majority of the buying journey is happening online, which means that B2B brands can no longer just chase prospects with armies of sellers. They really need to meet their buyer where they are, which is online and across the digital channels that those buyers are engaging with them on, and really at a pace of the buying journey that the buyer now is dictating. In addition, these buyers are becoming more like consumers, and so B2B marketers are looking for more of an emotional connection with their buyers, really taking a page out of what B2C marketers have been doing for decades. This is an exciting acquisition because it's really bringing together 3 critical pieces to make this much more seamless for marketers today. So D&B has the offline B2B targeting data. NetWise enables a marketer to translate that to online data. And then Eyeota syndicates those online audiences across the digital ecosystem.
I think what this means for our current customers is the ability to take what NetWise has spent 9 years in development on one of the industry's most sophisticated ID graph, implementing that along with the DUNS number helps marketers, mainly large brands and larger organizations that want to develop and have a CDP or a data lake and execute on multi-level, multi-channel campaigns that are DUNS based. And then additionally on top of that, We now, between the three organizations of Eyeota, D&B, and NetWise, really have created the ability for a brand to develop an audience and execute a campaign on any marketing channel and have this completely 100% automated. So kind of like BYOC, and all they have to do is bring your own content or bring your own creative. We've got everything else covered.
I think the combination of Dun Bradstreet, NetWise, and Eyeota is an extremely powerful one. And what it really means for all of our customers is simplification and more powerful, deep data products that they can get out of one hand. So it's, I think what's really amazing is we're very similar in a lot of parts of our vision around quality data, around omni-channel delivery, around being idea agnostic, and our global accessibility of data products.
We're really excited to welcome both Eyeota and NetWise to the Dun Bradstreet family. We look forward to our future together as we become the rocket fuel that really ignites growth teams around the world.